We're joined now by Dr. Derrell Peel, our livestock marketing specialist. Derrell, the latest USDA Cattle on Feed report is out. Why don't you dive right in?
You bet. Yeah, the April Cattle on Feed report showed us that March placements were equal to a year ago, 100% of last year. Marketings in March were 98% of last year. And that gives us an on-feed total for April 1 that's 102% of last year. That's actually a record level for April for any month in the data series back to the mid-1990s.
When you were looking at the report, did you see anything unexpected there?
Yeah, the placements number was a lot bigger than we anticipated. The pre-report estimates were for about placement number of about 92% of a year ago. Even the largest estimates in that group of analysts didn't have it as high as what it actually came in. So a lot more cattle found their way into placement into feedlots again, and so that was a surprise. The marketings number was pretty close to what we expected. The on-feed total, because of that large placement number, is well above expectations.
Where did those additional placements come from?
Well, it's a bit of a mystery. Obviously, we didn't anticipate that. If you look at the state breakdowns of placements, the biggest increase was actually in Nebraska. And that may be a clue because we know that drought conditions have expanded in Nebraska. I really suspicion that what we're starting to see are some drought-induced movement, and apparently these were cattle that were not picked up in the auction data and the other data that we have as an indicator going into these reports.
You mentioned the drought. Are we starting to see some significant impacts of drought in the cattle industry?
You know, we're just heading into May, and I think the impacts will get a lot bigger, but it does look like we're already seeing significant impacts. This cattle on feed report, again, we don't know exactly where those additional placements came from. It's possible, although I have no data to back this up, that what we're seeing there could be in part heifers that were originally marked as replacement heifers that are now being redirected into feedlots because of the conditions that are developing here. In addition to that, beef cow slaughter so far this year is up sharply, almost 18% up year over year for the year to date. And so it would suggest that we're already liquidating cows, and I don't think we've even gotten into the worst of the conditions yet. So it's pretty clear that this industry is already adjusting the herd size down.
That is kind of tough to hear, and of
is.
course tough for producers to go through. We'll continue talking about this in the weeks and months ahead, I'm sure.
You bet.
Derrell, thanks a lot.